Hello and welcome to this week's reading vlog. I don't know what to call this. So essentially last week did not have a reading vlog. It is the first time there has not been a reading vlog this year. But honestly I didn't read anything. The entire week I finished one book, and it was a book that I wasn't vlogging because it's like the book 8 in a series that like I didn't know how to talk about. So I was just going to say when I finished it, like I was just going to update that way. Because I thought I'd have read loads more books, but I didn't. I read 25 pages, like except for that book that, you know, I've been reading for like 3 weeks on and off that I've eventually finished. The actual reading I was vlogging, I read 25 pages, so yeah, last week was literally, I recorded like a 1-minute clip of an introduction saying I'm hoping to read this book, this book, this book and this book this week, and I recorded a time lapse and that was it, and that was not enough to make a video out of. So last week should have been reading vlog number 12. So I don't know whether to call this reading vlog number 12 or reading vlog number 13. Because although it is now the 12th reading vlog because I missed last week, it's the 13th week, and I was very much ordering these vlogs and like giving them their numbers based on what week of the year it was. So like, you know, we started off week 1 of the year, and you know, right now as I'm recording this, it is the Monday of week 13 of the year. So I think I'm going to stick with week 13 and number 12 will just be skipped. There was no week number 12 reading vlog, so we're just going to skip to 13. Yeah, that's decision made. So this is reading vlog number 13. And honestly, I'm still having some trouble reading. So because I'm having some trouble reading, this is just going to be a mood reading vlog. I have this selection of books here that I am kind of wanting to read, kind of feeling, kind of not. I haven't picked them up, but you know, want to read them. There's a few there that I'm like casually reading and have been for a few weeks, such as Allegiant. This is the only audiobook I've got on the go at the moment, so every time I'm doing like household jobs I listen to a few chapters of that. So you know, I might finish this week, I might not, I don't know. This is book 9 in that series that I finished book 8 of last week. I love this series. This is the Morganville Vampire series. I've now got into books that I've never read before. I definitely hadn't read book 8 before, so I won't have read book 9. And yeah, I am really loving it, but I just pick it up as and when I feel like it. Like, the story's so good, the tone's so good, the characters are so good. And then the other 3 books that I've got here right now are the 3 that are left on my TBR for the month, which I want to read all of these. I just don't know if I'm in the mood for. Like, I really don't know. Well, it's currently the 28th of the month, so you know, we've got 4 days. So I don't know if I'll finish this month's TBR. On Thursday, which is the 31st, I will record my wrap up. So by the time this video's out, my wrap up will have been my previous video, so I'll link it up above. You may already know what I've read and what I haven't read. But yeah, honestly, I don't have much of a plan. I just want to mood read. I just want to chill. I just want to know what I'm doing. I have just edited my April TBR, which is, yeah, it's still processing, but that should be up any minute now. I'm going to create a massive to-do list, figure out what I want to read, and just start reading. So I'll just check in as and when I pick up my first book of the week. But I have also got quite a few books on my phone that I'm halfway through. I think I've got like 3 NetGalley books. I'm about a quarter of the way through each of them at the moment. So yeah, who knows what I'm going to read this week, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so last night I read the first 70 pages of this, and it was great. I am enjoying it. I don't know when I'll get around to reading it again, but these books are just such a good time. Like, they're so easy to read, they're so easy to pick up, and like the characters they just work. Like, I honestly feel like you could give like a quote and you know which character was saying it because their personalities are like that rounded. Yeah, it's great. I'm about to pop out and I'm going to take this one with me because I do really want to get it finished. You know, ideally today. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. If I could get this one finished, that would be great. I'm not going to explain this one now because I have footage from last week's vlog that never happened where I explained why I was reading this. So I'll insert that now and talk to you when I've read a bit more. I think I'm going to start with No Fixed Address. I will pop the back on the screen now, so if you want to pause and read the description you can. However, what I can remember about this is there's a mother and a child and they're living in a van. They don't have a home and there's no privacy, there's no like ability to cook, there's no toilet, all these things, and the mother is very much told the child, you can't tell anyone, you know, like, I'm going to get a house, all this, all that. And I think at some point the police come involved with them for some reason, and this child has to decide, does he trust his mom and listen, or does he trust the police and listen? And how is this going to be resolved? How is this going to happen? And that's all I really know about it. Okay, so this week is meant to be all about the mood reading, and apparently all I want to read is this. So that's what I'm doing, honestly. There's already been so many twists and turns. I feel like already so much has happened. I'm just over 200 pages in, and it already feels like the amount of stuff that's happened could have been a book. Like, this is so good. It's so great. I'm really loving it, really enjoying it. And honestly, it's all I want to read right now, so that's what I'm doing. I have also like kind of got on me, like, you know, carry books around. These two, this is No Fixed Address. I've started this. What I read was good. I've only read about 30 pages. What I read was good, but I'm not hurrying to pick it back up. Like, I'm just not feeling it. And I've also picked up this one. This is the Shell Collector stories. So this is like a load of short stories. I did start the first short story, which is the Shell Collector. It was interesting what I've read so far. Like, it's very like whimsical and magical. I don't know, neither of those words quite feel right to describe this, but it's definitely not normal. But yeah, and I am enjoying it, but again, it's just not, it's not what I want out of my books right now. I want to get reading. I want to read a good significant amount, and this week I really just want to mood read as much as possible and just allow my brain to go where it wants to go. So I think I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I'm not going to finish my March TBR, as it is now the 30th, so we've got 1 day left, and I've got 3 books still left, which just isn't going to happen because I'm also not feeling them. I don't have a lot to add because I really can't say that much about this because it is book 9 in a big series. I will say, if you like classic YA fantasy, classic YA vampire stories, I don't even know if they go together, like the classic and YA vampire fantasy, but if you do enjoy anything like that, I would definitely say give Morganville Vampires a go. There's so many books to get your teeth into, and it's just a lot of fun. Like, if you enjoyed kind of like Vampire Diaries, The Secret Circle, Vampire Academy, like gave me similar vibes when reading it, that sort of thing, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And there's 15 books and a collection of short stories, so there's so much to read. I'm only on book 9 and I want to read it as fast as possible, but I also want to take my time because unfortunately the author has since passed away, so there are never going to be any more books in this. So I know once I've finished it, it really is the end of it, but I want to finish it because I'm like so hooked on the story, but I don't want to finish it because I don't want it to end. So yeah, it's a good time. I'm having fun reading it, and that's just what's going on right now. Okay, so I've just finished Allegiant. This was a reread for me that I've been listening to the audiobook of it probably for a couple of weeks now, just when I've been doing jobs, when I've been painting, when I've been doing anything like that really. And yeah, I realised today that I only had 2 hours left of the audiobook, and I was listening on 1.8 speed or something like that, so it wasn't a lot left to read. So I thought I'd dedicate some time to it and finish it, because then it can count towards my March statistics. So yeah, I eventually finished it. It was great. I actually gave it a 4.5. I don't remember enjoying Allegiant as much as the first 2 books the first time I read this series. So the first book being Divergent, the second book Insurgent. And yeah, I really don't remember this one being as good, but this is my favourite one of the 3. There is another book called 4, but I don't know when I'll reread that one. So yeah, for now, this is another book down, and yeah, 4.5 stars, great ending to the series. It felt very like final and complete, but there's also a lot of hopefulness there and a lot of like growth still to come from the characters, but it didn't feel like you're missing out by the series ending where it did. So yeah, really happy about it and thought it was a really good book. I've got about 200 pages left of Ghost Town, so I think I'm just gonna chill and try and finish it tonight. Honestly, like, if I get too tired I'll leave it, like, it's not the end of the world. It'd just be nice to class it towards my March statistics, as you know, I have read a good chunk of it this month or even the last few days, and I like making my graphs and pie charts to go in my reading journal, which I'll be doing tomorrow. So yeah, I'd like to add it on. Hopefully I can, but that's it for now, to be honest. I'm just gonna get reading for the evening. Okay, so last night I did manage to finish Ghost Town. It was so good. I'm giving it 5 stars. I'm just loving this series, and yeah, I feel like once you're this invested in a series, like, I'm 9 books in. If they weren't 5-star worthy, I wouldn't be reading them right now. Like, I'm not saying that they're like a literary masterpiece or anything like that, but the amount of enjoyment and, like, I don't know, just like warmth that you feel from all of these characters, it's great and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, and I'm very tempted to just pick another one of these up and keep reading. Like, this is still my mood reading week, but because it is now the 1st of April, I do feel a bit like, oh, should I start my April TBR yet? Maybe, as, you know, there's quite a few books on it. I don't know, but I need to sort out my statistics for all of the books that I read during March, this being the last one. And once I've got my statistics sorted out and wrote down, I can then film my March wrap up, get that edited and uploaded, because ideally it will go up today, as I do like to upload on a Friday. I do aim to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So far this year I have, so yeah, hopefully I can get that all done today. Hello and welcome to my very stylish ending of the vlog. So I realised I haven't filmed a lot the last few days. I filmed a few clips when we went to Birmingham on Saturday, so I'll insert those, but like, we went book shopping, well, we went to Worcestershire and I didn't even film anything in there. I'm realising, yeah, you literally just got the train journey and eating. I didn't even take a video when the food came. It's already pretty much devoured by the time I remembered. So yeah, we've also got both the cats in a bunch of boxes, so that's what the noise is, because we've chucked toys in their boxes. But we're just going to ignore that. They're playing separately. They've got flea treatment on. They're not allowed to play together today, so if they're playing separately, we allow it. These are the 2 books that I've been reading the last few days. I'm about a quarter of the way through this one, Death of a Naturalist, and about halfway through this one, Bike Club. So basically, I might read more of these today, I might not, I don't really know. It's Sunday today, don't even know if I mentioned that. Yeah. This week's been good, it's been fun. I've got not that much reading done, but like, I feel very accomplished in what I have done and what I have managed to read, so it's all good, you know. And yeah, that is honestly it, basically. I have also read a little bit of No Fixed Address, but I kind of put it on the back burner again, to be honest. I think it's one of those that when I have the time to sit down and read it in one sitting, it will be amazing, but it's just not interesting me enough to keep picking it back up when, you know, I've only got like half an hour here and there. But yeah, that is the entire week, I think. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you want to see more like this. I think next week I'm hoping to read the entire Shadow and Bone trilogy, so that is hopefully, fingers crossed, what will be coming next. So yeah, stay tuned and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.